Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, I am Angela, and today I will be talking about how we can utilize Google Slides in creating interactive presentation for online distance learning. So Google Slides is actually one of the productivity tools offered by Google that lets us create presentation, just like Microsoft PowerPoint and Keynote. The good thing about Google Slides is that it is agnostic, meaning you can use any device in accessing it. You can use your laptop, you can use your tablet, you can even use your cell phone. As long as you are logged into your Google account, it doesn't matter what device you're using. You can even start using your laptop and continue editing using your cell phone. That's fine. Okay? So our main coverage for today's discussion will be all about, of course, how do we start creating our very own Google Slide presentation? How do we add multimedia elements such as photos and videos? And then how do we make our presentation interactive using the internal and external linking feature? And of course, how do we make it available to our students? Okay, so let's start by me showing you this short video clip wherein this presentation actually has a video embedded on it. So is that possible? Yes, it is possible that you will just simply embed a video taken from YouTube or other external source. So how do we actually do this one? Let me show you a short demonstration. So first, of course, we have to open a new tab and go to slides.google.com. Okay. Now, from there, you will see all of the presentations that you have created. And from there also, you can start already your new presentation. You can start a blank. You can start from scratch, or you can also choose among the templates provided by Google. But for now, let's start from blank. Okay, there. Now, if you once you start a presentation, it would be best if you can already rename it so that, let's say, for example, you were not able to finish it, it will be easier for you to look for the presentation if you want to continue editing it. For now, let's name it a sample presentation. There. And then let's say, for example, you want a different theme, you can choose among the themes here. Okay? Or if you did not see this one, all you have to do is just simply click this theme and then there you can choose. Or let's say you want to choose the theme that you used in your other presentations. Can you do that? Yes. All you have to do is just click the import theme and then choose the theme or choose the presentation that you would want to have the same theme. So let's try this one and then click select there, and then you may have to select it once more there and then click import theme. So once you click the import theme, you will notice that the blank page earlier will be changed into the same theme as the selected presentation. Okay, and then once you already have your theme, you can just simply follow through. Okay, for now, let us use my subject. So let's have grade 2 computer as an example. So for now, what we will do is we will be filling out the contents of our presentation. I'll be closing this so that later on it will be much easier for us to make this one interactive. So I'll add an additional slide. As I want this presentation to serve as a material to my students, I will make a table of contents wherein they will be able to maneuver and they will be able to choose among this one. So I will make it by weekly so that they will be guided. For Monday, I want them to be studying about algorithm. Tuesday, I want them to be learning about flowchart. Okay. Then I'll move this one a little bit so that I'll have a space for Wednesday. So I can just simply copy that one so that I have the same format. Wednesday will be, let's say, for example, programming. So it's actually up to you how you would want your presentation to look like. This is just an example. Converting a flowchart into a program. And then, of course, lastly, let's have Friday. Maybe we can have a recap. And then I can move this one a little bit, of course, because I will be putting an assessment because I want my students to be able to I want to assess or evaluate their learning at the end of the week. Okay, there we go. And then let's add the slide for Monday. Monday I'll have this one wherein I'll be putting in one, and then Monday, let's say for example, yeah, algorithm, and then we can adjust this so that the text will fit. Okay, and I'll have objective to be able to inculcate algorithm in their daily routine. There we go. And then I'll add in another one for the description of algorithm. So what is algorithm? It is a process or set of rules to be followed. Okay? And then I'll add up until Tuesday only because we might not have enough time if we will finish up until Friday. So I'll adjust this one and then same thing, I'll put an objective and then to be able to create a simple flow chart. And then I'll add an additional one, which is the one column text again, wherein I will be describing what is flowchart. It is a diagram showing a process. So just a short description, just a simple presentation, and there. Okay, so I want to add because my presentation looks a little bit dull, so I would want to put a little bit of designs on it. So maybe I can put or insert some images. So how do we insert images in our Google Slide presentation? Just click the insert and then you will choose image. Now upon hovering your mouse on the image one, you can upload from your computer, you can search the web, you can choose from your drive, photos by URL, or using the camera of your device. But for now, I'll be searching the web. Okay, so once you click that one, you'll be able to search for images in Google. So let's have, for example, circle brush PNG. Why did I use PNG? Because I want an image that has a transparent background. Okay, for now, I'll choose this one. So all you have to do is select the image and then click insert. Okay, and then just wait for the image to load. You can adjust it, and then I want to put it here just to put a little bit of design because the students are grade 2 and they want a presentation that's more that has more images on it. Okay, and then let's let's insert another one. Again, search for the web. This time around, I want maybe a checklist PNG, a checklist, because I want to insert a table of contents option in this page. So I want my students to be able to go back to the table of contents. So I will be inserting a text box. Okay, a text box is this one lets you insert a text. Okay. So I'll write in here table of contents, and then I can make this one smaller so that it will fit. I can change its color. There we go. There. So I already have my table of contents, and then I can copy this to my Tuesday one. There. Okay. And then I'll copy this one as well. There. Okay. Now going to this slide, I think it will be it's incomplete at some point if the students will just simply have this this short description about algorithm. So what I would want is I want a video to be inserted on this one. So how do I insert a video? Again, every time you want to insert something, all you have to do is just click insert. Insert, this time around, I'll be inserting video. So you can insert video from YouTube. You can insert by a URL. or from another website, or you can also insert from your Google Drive. Now, let's say, for example, you have your own video. Can you upload it here? Yes, you can upload it, but you have to upload it first in your Google Drive. Okay, but for now, let's add a video from YouTube. Okay, so you can actually search here already. You can search algorithm and click the search bar, and then a lot of results about algorithm will show. Or let's say, for example, you might have a hard time searching here. You want to see it first before you insert it. You can go to YouTube and then you can search there first. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's use this first video. Okay, so how do I get this video into my Google Slide presentation? All I have to do is just simply click or get the URL. Okay, get the URL of this video, which is located on the address bar. So I'll just copy this one, go back to my sample presentation, and then I will just paste the URL here. And then click the search bar, and then it will only show the video. Then, once you're okay with it, just select the video and click the select button. There we go. Okay, and there you will see the video already inserted, so you can adjust it. You can make it smaller if you want. There we go. You can also adjust the duration of the video. Let's say, for example, you only want your students to watch a specific part of the video. You can change it here, or you can leave it as it is. Okay, so there. You can add multimedia elements as easy as that. Okay, so let's proceed to the internal linking. So let's say, for example, again, you want your students to be able to click on things on your Google Slide presentation. So let's say, for example, you want your students to be able to see the topics for Monday by just simply clicking Monday, and then you want your students to be able to go back to the table of contents or the list of the topics, or you want your students to be able to go back to the recap page of the Google Slides presentation before going to the assessment. So that is actually much easier on the end of our students because they are somehow guided with the table of contents. So let's just try this one as an example. So there we go. The student can just simply click on the assessment. Okay. So how do we actually do this one? So let me show you a short demonstration once again. Okay, so let's go back to the sample presentation. So what I want to happen is if my student will click Monday, he will be rerouted to the Monday page. If my student will click the Tuesday, he will be rerouted to the Tuesday page. So let me try presenting this one first without any without any internal linking. So I will click on Monday. Why did it go to Monday? Because Monday is the next page. So in Google Slides, whenever you click anywhere, it will automatically proceed to the next page. Now, if I will try clicking Tuesday, it will still go to the Monday page because I'm just simply going to the next page. So what do I need to do to make my presentation interactive? Okay? So all you have to do is simply insert a link. So how do we do that? Just simply select the text box that you want to link to other slides. Click the text box, right click on it, and then you will see this link option. Click the link option, and then you will have the option to choose among the slides in the presentation. So what slide is Monday? It is slide number 3. So I will just simply look for slide number 3, Monday. Select that and then click apply. Okay, and then you will see that it is already linked. Now I want to link Tuesday. So there's another way around in doing this one. Click insert and then look for link. So click link and then same thing, you will have the option to choose which slide would you want to link it in? So Tuesday is slide number 5. So I will be looking for slide number 5, Tuesday flowchart, and then click apply. There we go. Now, let's go to slide number 3. I want my students to be able to go back to the table of contents if they will click this. So same thing, right click, and then look for the link part. And then table of contents is slide number 2. So I'll look for slide number 2 and then click apply. Okay. Now let's say, for example, you want to copy this one to the Tuesday one together with the link. So let's try that one. I will be copying this one. I will delete this one already because it doesn't have a link. So once you copy something that has a link already, the link will be copied as well. Okay, so this is actually one way of saving our time in editing or inserting link to all of the text box if it has the same linking. Okay, so then let's try to present this one. So if I will be clicking on Monday, I will be rerouted to the Monday page. If I will click table of contents, it will go back to the table of contents. If I will click Tuesday, it will go to the Tuesday page. And then if I click table of contents, it will reroute me to the table of contents. So as easy as that one. Okay, now let's proceed to the external linking. So let's say, for example, we want to include our assessment into our Google Slide presentation so that at the end of the lesson, the student will have this short evaluation form that will assess the knowledge that they gain from the lessons. So we can actually insert an external link, or let's say, for example, an assessment link into our Google Slide presentation. So how do we do this one? Let me show you a demonstration. So let's go back to our sample presentation. For now, we don't have the assessment part, so maybe we can add that one. So let's have in here, let's add an additional one, which is the section header. Let's have here assessment. Can just remove this one. There. Maybe I can add the table of contents on this one as well, so that it will just be complete. And then I'll add an additional one, which is the checklist. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, what I want to happen here is that when my student click on this part, they will be rerouted to the Google Forms assessment. So what do I need to do is insert a link. But I need to get the link of that evaluation first. So how do I do that? Of course, I need to go to Google Forms. And then let's try this sample quiz. So I will just simply have to open the assessment that you want to share to your students. And then what you will be getting is the link of the sending of the form. So just click send, and then you will see this link icon. Click that one. You can shorten the URL if you want, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that you copy it. So I'll be copying this one, and then I will go back to the sample presentation, right click on it, and then choose link. Or another way around, insert, and then choose link. Okay, and then I will just simply paste the URL. Now I'll just click apply, and there we go. But I don't want my students to see the link. What I want them to see is go to this link. So can I change this one? Yes, you can. Just click the edit link and make sure that under text is the instruction. Click this to go to the test, and then click apply. So once you click apply, you will see that it's automatically changed. Now let's try presenting this one. If the students will click this, will they be rerouted to the Google Forms? Let's see. Okay, there. So the students are automatically rerouted to the Google Forms already. So you don't have to instruct your students anymore to go to Google Forms, use this link, or try logging into this one, because if it is already embedded in your presentation, all they need to do is just click it and they will be rerouted to the assessment already. Okay? Alright. So let's say, for example, we're done with our presentation. We are ready to share this to our students. How do we make this available to them? So all we have to do is just simply share this sample presentation to them by clicking File and then click Share. Okay? Or another way around, we can just simply click the Share button here. So just click that one. And then if your students have their own Google account, you can write their email addresses here. Or if, let's say, for example, just like mine, if my students doesn't have their Google account, you can just simply give them the link. Okay, so click Get Link and make sure that it is not restricted and it is available to anyone with a link. Okay, now you have to make sure also that this one is under Viewer. Why Viewer? Because we only want our students to be able to view the presentation. We don't want them to be able to edit something on it. Okay, so make sure it is on Viewer and then just click Copy Link. There we go. And then once the link is copied, you may now click Done and then give the link to your students. Okay, so let's say, for example, you already give the link to your students. So how will it look like on the student's end? Okay. So on the end of the students, if they will access the link that you have provided, it will look like this one. So as you can see, the students doesn't have their own Google account. So will they be able to access a Google site without a Google account? Yes, they will still be able to do that. But as you can see, as per the settings, it is only on View. Okay, so even though the students will try to do something about it, they won't be able to edit it, but it will still be interactive. So let me present this one. So if the student will click Monday, again, it is still interactive, just as how you edit it. Okay, now you will notice that something appeared in here. We have an anonymous leopard. So what does this mean? Meaning there is someone else viewing your presentation. So this one could be your student. Why is it anonymous? Because your student is not logged into their Google account. But if your student is logged into their Google account, you will see their face here. Okay? All right. Now, is there another way around that we can share this to our students? Yes. Let's say, for example, you want your students to be able to access your presentation even if they are offline. In that way, you need to download your presentation as a PDF, which is accessible offline. So click File, choose Download, and then select PDF. Okay. Now, once you select PDF, you will notice that it will start downloading already. Now, once it is finished downloading, you may share this PDF to your students already. So they can access this one even if they are offline. Okay, so there. Will it still be interactive? Yes, it will still be interactive. Let's try. If I click Monday, it will go to the Monday page. If I click Table of Contents, it will go back. Tuesday, it will go to the Tuesday. If I click Table of Contents, it will go back. Now, earlier in my presentation, I inserted a video. Will the video here play? In PDF, you cannot play a video, but the video is linked to the YouTube. So for the students to be able to see the video, of course, he needs to be online. Okay, so upon clicking the video, he will be rerouted to the YouTube page where you got that specific video. Okay, and then will the students still be able to go to the assessment form? Yes, the students will still be able to go to the Google Forms just by clicking the link. Okay, so same thing as the Google Slide presentation format. Okay, there we go. Okay, so just an additional feature, there's actually what we call Q&A in Google Slides. So this one is actually good for synchronous learning. Let's say, for example, you want to have a question and answer portion during your presentation, in between, or at the end of the sessions. So that's possible. So how do we make the Q&A feature available in our Google Slide presentation? So let's go back to the sample presentation. Okay, so going back here, if I will click Tools, you will see this Q&A history. But it says here, if I select this one, it will show the history of the Q&A. So how do we actually enable the Q&A feature? All we have to do is present our presentation first. Upon presenting our presentation, you will see this Q&A button. So just click that one, and then it will reroute you to another tab. So just click Start New at the bottom part, Start New, and then the audience or your students can already ask questions by simply going to this link. Okay, now you can give the link to your students, okay, or another way around. The link is already automatically flashed as you present your presentation. So all the students needs to do will be just to type the link and access it. Okay, now let's try it. On our students' end, they will go to the link, and from there, they will just simply type their questions about the presentation. So we can have in here, let's say, for example, what is algorithm? And then they will just simply submit the question. Upon submitting the question, let's go back to the teacher's end. You will see the questions here. Okay. Now let's say, for example, you want to present a specific question. You want the whole class to be answering that question. All you have to do is just simply click the present button, and then it will be presented to the whole class. There we go. Or let's say, for example, you're done with it already. You can just simply click hide. Okay, there. So as easy as that one. Now, if we will go back to our Q&A history, you will see that we already have a history of Q&A because we use this as we are presenting. And then you will see the list of the questions that was asked already. Okay? Okay, so basically that's it. That's how you use Google Slides in making interactive presentations, which is very useful for synchronous and asynchronous learning during our online distance learning classes.